name's Philip O'Donnell, and my rank is Lieutenant Commander, U.S. Navy Reserve. I divide flying off the aircraft carrier in two distinct parts, and that is day flying and night flying. The day flying I always looked forward to. It was fun. It was just pure fun to me flying off. The night flying was work. And so I viewed the night flying from that standpoint of it was work, and to be done precisely and successfully so that you live to fight and fly another day. As far as the payload, it made no difference to me. I'm talking strictly for myself. It made no difference to me whether I was carrying rockets or bombs or a nuclear weapon. My job was simply, I swore an oath when I came in to follow the lawful orders of the commanding-in-chief. So to me, my job was to be ready and to do what the President of the United States ordered. And so I didn't feel any psychological misgivings. I do think being 23 and 24 years old, I underestimated the responsibility that was entrusted to me. I mean, I just thought, hey, I can handle it, no big deal. But now I look back on it and I think of the responsibility. It was a huge responsibility. I felt the same way when I was captain on a 747 and I'd leave the cockpit to go to the bathroom, and I'd midnight over the North Atlantic, and I'm looking at 434 people who have entrusted their, that's a big responsibility. And so I felt the same way about my Navy duty, but I wasn't concerned about the responsibility, or wasn't concerned about whether I would do it. And part of that's my generation. You did what you agreed to do. And I didn't spend a lot of time processing it. I just didn't. That was my job. Oh, I not only experienced refueling in the air all the time, but I was also one of the two designated refueling pilots. In other words, usually throughout my whole Navy career, dozens if not hundreds of times, I came in and I lined up and I took fuel from the tanker aircraft. But in addition to doing that, on other flights, especially the night flights, I was designated as the tanker pilot. Now I'm the guy that is going to be giving away the fuel. And the only problem with that job was that it requires an extra degree of precision, because this other guy is trying to plug into this basket, and if the pilot is not extremely smooth, he's not going to be able to plug in. And the way I viewed the job of being the tanker pilot is that what I would do is I'd circle the ship at 5,000 feet, and then a fighter airplane would get low on fuel, and I've got to go find him in the black hole and give him refueling so he doesn't flame out. And so I gave him fuel, and it made him happy and it made me sad, because I'm giving him fuel because he's low fuel state, and I'm giving him mine. Now I'm low fuel state, but that was the job. So I did both. I not only, dozens if not hundreds of times, I not only took in-flight refueling, but I gave it as the tanker pilot. You usually flew 2 flights a day off the ship. And so your day was taken up. If you were scheduled at night, if you were going to do day flying, you would do your day flying and you go to bed at a normal time, 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. If you were going to do night flying, you would take a little afternoon nap to get ready, and then you'd go night flying. And sometimes a couple times I did as many as 3 flights after midnight, and I'd make my last recovery, the 3rd flight, and it wasn't even 8 o'clock in the morning yet. So then you'd go to bed after you got back from that. As far as a normal day of day flying, you would get up, you would head down to the ready room. That was your home aboard ship. It was you had your stateroom where you slept and read your books. But the ready room where your squadron congregated was where you lived aboard ship. You didn't wander around the engineering spaces or any of that. So you'd report to the ready room and you would start briefing for your morning flight. In the afternoon, you'd start briefing for your afternoon flight. You'd do both of those. You had ancillary duties as a Navy pilot aboard ship. Because I had spent a little time in law school, I was the squadron legal officer. Legal problems come up in a squadron just like anywhere else in life. And so that is how you spend your days and nights. You grab a bite to eat when you can, and I was not only legal officer, but I was also the officer in charge of, I don't know what, call them secret documents or all that is not supposed to be read by everybody. And so that was normal life. Mostly the flying and the briefing for the flying and the briefing after the flying, doing it twice a day took up most of your work day.